Welcome to Manchester United Daily Updates. Man United transfer news live. Geovany Quenda, move, Gyokeres, agreement, and Zirkzee, request. The latest Manchester United news and transfer gossip ahead of Ruben Amorim's first game in charge in the Premier League against Ipswich Town. Manchester United are gearing up for their first game under Ruben Amorim when take on Ipswich Town at Portman Road on Sunday. The Portuguese boss, who arrived at Old Trafford last week, officially began his duties earlier this week as he looks to guide the club forward. There are just 6 weeks until the January transfer window reopens in the new year, which will give Amorim plenty of time to figure out whether reinforcements will be needed. After spending more than £200 million on transfers last summer, United could have a more restricted budget to operate with this time around. The club have also dished out around £35 million in compensation. Around £10 million was paid to Newcastle United for sporting director Dan Ashworth, while around £17 million will be handed out to Erik ten Hag in sacking payout. Ahead of what could be a busy new year for the Reds nonetheless, the Manchester Evening News will keep you up to date with all the latest news and transfer gossip around United. A reunion between Amorim and his former player Victor Gyokeres continues to do the rounds, but whether that will happen remains to be seen. With that said, keep up to date with latest Manchester United news in our live blog below. Marcus Rashford must step up under Ruben Amorim or he'll have a problem. Former Man United assistant coach René Meulensteen believes Marcus Rashford's career is on the line under Ruben Amorim. Speaking to tribalfootball.com, he said, Ruben Amorim's arrival is a pivotal moment in the Manchester United career of Marcus Rashford. The new manager will bring fresh ideas and a new motivation which Rashford needs to use to rediscover his best form because he hasn't been enjoying his football. His body language under Erik ten Hag was not of a player who enjoyed playing, and those were not good signs. He needs to buy into the new system because if he doesn't he will be moved on by Amorim. It's up to both the player and the manager, but predominantly Rashford. He's on huge money, but sometimes that isn't enough motivation. When I was working at United, the big intrinsic motivation was 1, to play for Manchester United, and number 2, to be successful at Manchester United. It was all about winning. Ruben Amorim's 6-player transfer wishlist as Man United manager aims to build Dream 11. Manchester United are desperate to turn things around after appointing Ruben Amorim and could turn to the transfer market to kickstart their new era in January. Ruben Amorim is only a matter of days into his time as Manchester United manager, but already the transfer talk has begun. Amorim officially took charge of United on November 11th and is yet to take charge of his first match due to the international break. He has been hard at work on the training pitches at Carrington, drilling his new players on the intricacies of playing his favoured 3-4-3 formation, and it is that tactical approach could inform United's moves in the upcoming transfer windows. United have been used to playing in a 4-2-3-1 shape under Erik ten Hag, but won't have long to adapt. The January transfer window is a notoriously difficult time to do business, with clubs reluctant to sell and bargains hard to find, yet with United languishing in 13th place and in danger of missing out on the Champions League for succession seasons, they might be forced to take action. United have the highest net spend of any football club in the world over the past 10 years, £1.08 billion, and are determined to move away from their old ways after shelling out £600 million under ten Hag. Nevertheless, the change of head coach has signalled a new era, and the fresh approach could spark a turnover of players. There is one area that appears to be a priority for Amorim to address. Victor Lindelof and Johnny Evans are out of contract at the end of the season, while Harry Maguire could also leave unless United opt to trigger the extra year in his contract. United signed Lenny Yoro and Matthijs de Ligt in the summer at great expense, but are reportedly still keen on Everton star Jarrad Branthwaite. United saw bids worth £43 million and £50 million rejected for Branthwaite before landing Yoro, but reportedly haven't been put off going back in for the 22-year-old. Everton value the towering centre-back at around £70 million, a fee United balked at in the summer, so it remains to be seen whether anything comes of it. Sporting defender Ousmane Diomande is a cheaper alternative. Amorim is also reportedly keen to address his team's long-term problem position of left-back, even though Luke Shaw and Terrell Malacia are now back in training. Bayern Munich star Alphonso Davies is out of contract in the summer and looks ready to leave Germany, although United face. Fabrizio Romano confirms Liverpool interest in 21Y, Prem Ace as Hughes enters Man United tussle. Fabrizio Romano has provided his insight on Milos Kerkez, with Liverpool aiming to sign the Bournemouth star before rivals Manchester United. Both Liverpool and Man United are on the hunt for a new left-back. Liverpool needs someone who can become Andy Robertson's successor, with Kostas Tsimikas unable to fulfill that role. Man United, meanwhile, are actively pursuing a new left-back after Ruben Amorim identified it as a position that needs strengthening for his new system. Amorim clearly holds concerns over the availability of Luke Shaw and Terrell Malaysia due to their injury problems, with Kerkez viewed as a great solution. On his YouTube channel, Romano has confirmed that Man United are interested in Kerkez. However, Amorim's side will face competition from Liverpool, as they have also been impressed by the 21-year-old's exciting performances in the Premier League. Liverpool sporting director Richard Hughes was at Bournemouth and obviously knows the player so well and the excellent skills and qualities of the player. So, they are monitoring Kerkez, Romano said. For Liverpool, he is for sure a player they appreciate, for sure they like him. Before saying they are going for him, we have to wait, but for sure they appreciate him. The process to monitor and follow the player is a reality. But, again, it doesn't mean that they are going to bid for him anytime soon, because we know how Liverpool take their time before doing anything. So, at the moment we are at the scouting stage, let's say it like this. But for a player that Richard Hughes knows so well, and he knows the potential of this boy who is really appreciated around Europe. Kerkez faces big transfer choice. Romano's update comes after Team Talk revealed on October 31st that Liverpool have made Kerkez a top target and are preparing to bid for him at some stage in 2025. Liverpool are in a good position to snare the Hungary international, despite United's interest. Bournemouth are bracing themselves for bids to fly in for Kerkez at the end of the season. There could even be approaches in January, depending on the fitness of Liverpool and United's current left-backs. It has been revealed that Hughes previously did not want to raid his former club Bournemouth for their best players, having left the Cherries over the summer. But Hughes believes Kerkez is too good of a talent to miss out on. Joshua Zirkzee asks agent to find him a new club. Joshua Zirkzee has reportedly asked his agent to find a way to leave Manchester United and remains interested in a reunion with Thiago Motta. According to Calcio Mercato, Joshua Zirkzee wants a way out of Manchester United and has instructed his agent to find a solution. There are active links to Juventus and a reunion with former manager Thiago Motta, as the Erik ten Hag signing has failed to find his feet at Old Trafford. Manchester United beat plenty of competition during the summer to get the deal for Joshua Zirkzee. The striker appeared like the right fit when he came off the bench on his Premier League debut and scored the winner against Wolves on the season's opening night. Following that superb cameo, little did Manchester United fans envisage his barren run, as the Dutchman has failed to find the net ever since. In fact, in the last few games, the Ten Hag signing has only been an option on the bench, as Rasmus Højlund has reclaimed his starting spot. Zirkzee is reportedly unhappy at Manchester United, and many reports firmly suggest a return to Serie A. Whether new manager Ruben Amorim thinks that way remains to be seen, as reports have suggested the Dutchman could be given a chance under the Portuguese boss. In any case, Juventus are gathering information about Zirkzee ahead of the January window. The Dutchman played under Thiago Motta last season to good effect and would be open to the idea of a reunion. The striker has reportedly instructed his agent to find him a way out of Manchester United and would prefer a move to Turin. Will Zirkzee leave Manchester United? Juventus are in need of a striker, although if they end up chasing Zirkzee, the Ten Hag signing will only be signed on a loan deal. The move could come with a buy option of some sort, although there are doubts about whether they will want to match Manchester United's asking price, which will be huge given the level of investment they made during the summer. Manchester United could stay patient with Zirkzee going forward, although there's a sense that the striker is not satisfied with the conditions in England. Hence, a return to Italy might not be ruled out just yet, although the forward could make a decision himself depending on how he fares under new manager Amorim between now and January.